Hey YouTube, it's January 22nd. Raining cats and dogs, and I am stuck inside. So I figure I'd take this opportunity to launch my quadcopter protest. What are you complaining about now, Marky? Seems like you're always crying about this thing or that thing. I love that shit. You're always complaining about something. So what's the big deal now? Well, for one, I'll tell you what the big deal now is. We're paying far too much money for these quads. Yeah, granted, we save $1 or $2 by not going to the, corner store, Fry's or whatever. Hey, I would support a mom and pop place. I do. It's just usually, they're more into the higher end things or the individual little racer things or whatever. Granted, these Chinese little quads is far better by having them shipped to us straight to our front door as opposed to getting them from like a Fry's or I even see quads at like Walmart's now, and I don't go to Walmart. I really don't. But where do I go that I see them? Big Five sporting goods store has quads. Can you believe that? We're paying far too much money for these things. This is the X16. I know you know it. It's a cool quad, and I like it because it has individual ESCs, and I'll get into that in a... Don't be camera shy now. Tell me what you think about these quads. We're talking to the squirrel on the balcony. What do you think about the quads, man? Overpriced? Bob your head if you agree. Yeah, I agree too, bro. Squirrel on my balcony, pouring rain. Here it is. So now the guys in the black trucks really know how to come and get me and shut me up. Got my location pinned down. Here, you chill out there, man. I'm a little chilly. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, we're paying far too much money for a lot of these, and I'll go into why. Okay, I'm done with the models, man. Well, I'll go into why, like, in a second. We're back. Now I'm going to go into why. How many times have you been out there flying your quad and having fun and doing what you're doing, and all of a sudden, with a blinking of an eye, oh my God, my quad is still in the air, or my quad just landed, and my controller just disappeared. It just flew away from my hand, man. And I don't know what the heck happened to my controller. Who stole my controller? Don't you hate when that happens? Isn't it odd that controllers fly away so much and leave us, but somehow we retain our quads? Well, it's a good thing the good old boys in China are always willing to sell us spare controllers, because they know how often these controllers fly away from us. And we still have our quad, but we can't get our controller. So lucky for us, they're willing to sell us a controller. But have you noticed, by some fluke, some just, I don't know, inconceivable, improbable fluke, that we should lose our quad and still have our controller? For the most part, we can't buy another quad without the controller. But yet and still, if we want to buy another quad, we're going to pay $30, $40, $50 more for that quad because we have to buy it with the controller attached to it. Even though there's some slim chance that we might still have a controller and not need another controller. We just need a quad, man. But no, we can't buy a quad, what's called BNF or whatever. We can't buy most of these quads without the controller. Now, granted, some quads you can get with the without the controller. I was able to get every now and then I was able to find an X8C without a controller. Yeah, I can get the SEMA X5, one without a controller, and some of the other higher end quads don't come with a controller. But for the most part, let's say you want a XKX 251, I think that controller is 40 or 50 bucks. But try to find an XKX 251 without the controller. Good luck doing that. Anyway, that's the purpose of this video, man. I'm tired of it. And we've got to stop just bending over and giving them all our money. I say we do some type of formal protest. I'm not saying give up your hobby or risk being alienated by the Chinese distributors or whatever. Oh, we don't want that. No. But somehow send a message to them like, hey guys, you guys have them over there in your warehouse, you're manufacturing them. Surely you can make some type of adjustment to where you have a surplus of quads that do not have a controller, or a surplus of quads that don't need a controller, so us as a consumer, we can buy some extra quads that don't have a controller. We don't have to spend that extra money, man. You know, if you buy 3 XKX 251s, you're spending, an average of $120 more than you should have because you're buying 3 extra controllers that you don't need. Or 2 extra controllers if all you get is 3. But if you get 4, then you have 3 extra controllers. Okay? That's got to stop, man. And maybe this is something that other people have sort of thought, but no one's actually stood up and said, hey, you know what? He's right. Enough is enough. Well, I say, enough is enough. You know, not to mention, the XKX 251 is a cool quad. I love it. And I like the X1 shuttle. But you know what? Those quads, even though brushless, they have those boards. They have the ESCs that are built into the board. I say any quad that does not have separate ESCs automatically should sell $30 to $40 cheaper than what it costs now, shipped. So $110 or $105 or even $100 XKX 251, great quad. But because of that little ESC issue, man, that quad should be selling at $70 tops. Okay? The MJX Bugs 3, separate ESCs, they can have $100 all day long. Okay? The X16, before all the altitude hold, whatever, I'm not up on that yet. But the BAYANGTOYS X16, it has separate ESCs. So therefore, yeah, man, 90, 100 bucks all day long. Camera stuff optional. You can go up a little more. But paying 100 bucks for a quad that has ESCs built into the board is it's not acceptable. It's a deal breaker for me, man. I don't care if they come out with some new magic Gizbane quad tomorrow with brushless motors, blah, blah, blah. If that thing has the ESCs built into the board and you have to go through that little removing the data strip to the receiver board versus the ESC board, no, man, that's a repair deal breaker. And I say enough is enough, man. I mean, if 1,000 people put their foot down, just 1,000, and then let alone the millions they probably sell to, 1,000 people put their foot down and say enough is enough, something tells me they'll bend and they'll be like, hey, you know what, guy's got a point, let's stop doing this, blah, 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 blah. I mean, like it's really gonna break your arm to take a quad and sell it without that remote. That remote is like an extra tax that's just ridiculous, and they know it. The monopoly has to stop. Okay? My name is Marky D. I'm any shit on YouTube, and yeah, we're out.